we are going to digitize item from DVD. The collection of today is Butterfly Dandy from Woman and the Shoestring Theater Company. So first thing we need to do, we have the DVD player here. It's already connected with the converter, analog converter. This comes from the Arcsoft VHS converter and DVD converter. So it's already been plugged into DVD, and we are going to open the software. It's called Arcsoft. This is what we're using at the moment. I'm gonna click on that one and then maximize that one. Well, we also minimize first. Minimize, and we are going to turn on the DVD player. That's on now, and then we're gonna open. We do have remote as well as an option. While we're waiting for that to come out, just wait, yeah. Okay, plug it in, put it on. And then we are going to the capture here. Should be the source called AV to USB 2.0, and then it's the place. USB currently playing, but we can always rewind. This Butterfly Dandy, and save format. We're going to do MPEG2 or MPEG, and then we are going to save it on the folder destination, which is at least we have to create the folder, and then I have to create new folder here. What I do is I'm going back to I'm just gonna open the folder. This I'm going to store it straight to the external hard drive, because the computer doesn't have sufficient space to restore any big files. So DVD folder, we'll create subfolder here, Woman on a Butterfly Dandy. Promo. And if I go back to you should already start a folder here based on the call number, and the collection is Woman and Shoestring, and including the box number, just to make easier for us to identify the collection based on the box collection that we have from the, what do you call that storage one? From the stack, yeah. Okay, we reorganize it, and then we go back to here and we pick, start again. Go back to this folder, and then Woman and the Shoestring DVD Butterfly Dandy promo, and then now because the video is already play, I'm gonna have to rewind the video now. See if that works. Can I rewind it from here? Yes, I can. Or we can stop and start it from the start. So before, we can just hit the capture button, and it will automatically capture by second, and then we just play the DVD, and okay, and play. From here, we just need to make sure there's on the MPEG save format is MPEG2, which is gonna save the audio and video format, and then the location that we after, and then after that we can maximize. Something pretty good, right? And then from here we just need to store it to the external hard drive, and we're gonna bring back to the other computer to be digitally enhanced and export to the MP4 using Adobe Premiere, which is we're gonna continue after this one. this time I want to show you how do I converting or exporting of the WAV file or MPEG file into our standard preservation to MX2000, Jpeg 2000, MXF, or to MP4, or on the audio into WAV or MP3. So I have one sample of collection. I bring it from either carrier audio or video into this external hard drive. Open it on the file explorer. I'll go to the collection. I have here already that Woman on the Shoestring on DVD collection. I'm gonna pick up wrong file one. Let's do something else. There's already endpoint. I just go to digitization project, oral history, and for example, I'll go to Christian Media Association. Open that, and we'll do some VHS to do here, and our thing we'll do the People Studio. This is the end product, but I will show you how to do the MPEG, and I'll show you how to produce MP4 and MXF. So we already have the file and the collection there, and just pretend this 3 file doesn't exist. And we're going to open Adobe Premiere. Just click on Adobe Premiere. While we're waiting for, I'll just go back to that. So we are on the Premiere now, and we are going to hit a new project here. Hit the button New Project. I'm gonna name this project is collection number as Christian Media Association. Just go right click there, rename, and a copy. Then to name a project title, I just hit Ctrl+V so I can copy it. And I have to decide the location where I'm going to store my project, which is I'm gonna have to store it in the external hard drive, which is I call it DG3 here, which is this one, because this PC doesn't have sufficient room to store any a big project or big gigabyte project. So I'll pick this one, and I'll go to digitizing project, oral history, and I'll go to what's the project, Christian Media Association. Right there, select the folder and hit OK. It will bring us to some type of sequence of a project. So next thing we need to do, go back to the folder, to Christian Media Association. We're going to do one VHS collection, which is I'm going to pick People yellow label this time. Just right click on that, rename, and copy the name of the folder. We're gonna create a new bin here. So Ctrl+V, and then press on that button. And then we are going to create a new sequence. Ctrl+N. Using the same name of this people yellow label. This is the name of the VHS that we are about to do. And Ctrl+V there. You see that people yellow label, and then hit OK. We already have, this is the sequence, and this is the work sequence that we are going to work with. So going back to the actual folder of people yellow label, and just pretending this doesn't exist, and because this is the end product, and the MPEG file that we capture from the VHS player and converter earlier, we're just gonna bring it to the project here, to the sequence, and it will, and we can preview if you hit play that video and play it. Stop, and we go back to the file and to the video. This is the way I click them, and I will do right click and modify the audio the audio channel. I know it's set on stereo, but actually I want to able to divide it into mono, so I can have two lines of audio inside the sequence. Okay, and then I already had that video, and I just make sure I hit home button here, which is in the beginning of the sequence. Home, and I just press comma like that, or you actually can drag them straight away like this. And then I just go back to that one. We're missing a little bit. Ripple delete. That's a little bit, that way it's a little bit complicated. That's why I like just to do it with comma. Just Control Z and just hit that one, and then home button and just hit comma. It will take you exactly wherever you want to. And then we can expand and comma, and we can play and have a look at the screens on them all the way up. Yeah. We have two screens now. Now we have two lines of the audio. As you can see, we have two lines of audio now. That's what we mean. We know this actually captured it in a mono, but the Premiere will allow us to export it into a stereo audio. Apply it. As you can see, this audio meter is way above the standard, so like above 12 decibel. It's minus 10, which is too high. So what I do is go back to that one, and I will hit this video line, or audio and video line, and right click. I will adjust the audio gain. In this case, probably I'm showing minus 14, but the number may vary depend on the how bad is the audio. So I'm gonna try again. Play now. As you can see, the number now below hit 12, which is good. The standard broadcast is 12, but the Premiere will adjust the audio level once we export them. Finish. Everything is good. Don't need to. We're just gonna trim in the end if there's any excess. Look, we have excess in the end here. I will trim that just because it will allow us to use the storage capacity much more efficient. So I got nothing in the end there, and I just cut it about 14 frames after the end, and just hit W button here, Sona. If I hit W, I will cut the end. So that's the end. And then if we hit home button, we're going back to the beginning of the video. There is some space, empty space as well. Probably we can cut maybe from there, from dark, yeah. So hit Q. Q is on, yeah. Hit Q, yeah. We trim a little bit so we can use our storage capacity much more efficient. Sometimes we have to actually sync the audio and the video because some of the collections are very old, but in this case this is quite good. At the end there, oh, we got two files here. Just gonna delete the one. Oh, what's going on here? That's not supposed to be happen. That's just the excess file. We don't need. So when we finish with it, we're going to export it into MP4 video file for publication. So the way to do that is just hit Ctrl M. Will take us to change the format. So we're just gonna hit that cursor, and then MP4 is H-264, that's for MP4. And the output name, make sure we hitting the real output name, which is going to Christian Media Association. We hit save, and then we export. This will allow us the timing about 7 minutes in 8 minutes to 10 minutes. This exporting process will allow us to produce MP4 like this one here as an end product. Detail that MP4 file, that's what we're aiming for. This is the product. So when we finish with this process, we should be able to have MP4 file over here, and we can play. Hang on, can't play it, not that one then. Just gonna have to wait. That's the MP4. Okay, when we finish, and then for preservation purposes, we have to export Jpeg or MXF file. Same process as well. Just go Control M, and then change the format into Jpeg 2000, and then make sure you check the outcome, which is the Christian Media Association folder. In this case, as example, and then you just save, and then hit the button, export. MXF file will take a bit longer than MP4 because it's a high quality file. Some of them will take an hour or more, depending on how long is the length of the video or audio. And then when the end product will be this MXF file, which is very big one. To file for preservation. Let's know, this computer doesn't have any player to play it, but I certainly will be able to bring it back to the Premiere. That MXF file, if I bring it over here, I can play it. This is MXF file. That's the video I'm talking about. Now go back to folder. So this process will allow us to produce MP4 video, that's both of them, and also for publishing purposes, like if we one day allow us to put it on the asset library website. This MP4 is standard file, and also MXF is allow us to preserve the video on a much better quality for preservation, much better file. Okay, I think that's the whole process that I can explain from the beginning of the preservation process that we are doing here in SCT Heritage Library, using different software and different equipment, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.